Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. I just wanted to say hello, and Jake says hi. And thank you to everybody that has watched my shorts. I'm always excited to show you guys the salon today. So that was exciting. Um, an update on me. Well, we're doing okay. We're surviving, right, Jake? Um, my 1 year anniversary is coming up on Sunday. So I'm going out to lunch with a couple friends. Um, I am so grateful to have my friends that have helped me and have been there for me. And, you got to have friends in this kind of situation. And to be honest with you, like going to work and my clients and everything kind of helps me more than I thought it did. I have a lot of love and support at the suites and everything else. So yeah. Um, but I'm super excited about Sunday. I was kind of dreading Sunday and everything else, but actually I'm kind of excited about it. Just have a girlfriend day. Why not, right? That's always fun. One thing I wanted to say to everybody is thank you. Thank you for spending your time listening to me and going through this journey with me. I am so sure that many of you have been down this road and on this journey, and I'm not the only one in the world that has gone through something so traumatic and hurtful. Um, but sometimes strangers are the best people to talk to. Um, when I answer your comments, I get a lot of support on the comments on a lot of my videos before. And why I kind of stopped YouTube before is because there were a lot of nasty, cruel people. And I have pretty thick skin, so I can put up with a lot. But you have those people that just have nothing better to do than put creators down on YouTube. So anyway, I want to tell all you guys that are not strangers anymore, you're my friends. Thank you. Thank you for spending your time listening to me and supporting me. We will get through this together, and the content will be very different, but right now this is what it is, and I'm excited to see my growth and just to see how much better of a person I become. This definitely kind of teaches you a lot, especially about yourself and about your choices. And as hurtful as it may be, it does really teach you a lot about yourself and how strong you can be, how strong you actually are, um, and your blessings. And if you know anything about me at all, my faith is very, very, very strong. God is always right by my side. Kind of struggled with that a little bit in the beginning because I had a little anger, and from what I know of talking to my pastors, that's normal because my thought was, how can so I thought my whole purpose in all this, in this relationship, was to bring my husband closer to God because he had absolutely no relationship with God. And I had a beautiful relationship with God, and I still do. And I was so involved in my church. I had gotten baptized. I think I told you guys all this. One of the pastors and I started a new surf project, and it's still going to this day. Even though I'm not really involved anymore, it's still going. So, but we started that, so that's awesome, and it helps the senior citizens. And so it's such a beautiful project. And from what I understand now, there's even more people, organizations involved in this project. And so that's beautiful because when we started, we were scrambling at the Dollar Tree trying to get all these things for these bags we were making for our 35 senior citizens we were going to deliver these packages to. And we were out of money. But how God works and how his timing, someone knew that our project was brand new and we were out of money, and they donated $1,000. Now, the pastor told me, I don't really want to tell you who it is, but I think you know who it is. And I ultimately did know who it was. It was a pretty well-known restaurant owner that did it. So, and they are very, very dear to my heart and good friends of mine. And have really been there for me. So anyway, so that's a little story there. But so getting back to what I was saying was, so I thought, okay, so here this person shows up in my life again, and this is what God wants me to do. This person has absolutely no relationship with the Lord. And trust me, it took some time before he would be willing to go to church. The only time I could get him to go to church, and I begged him, I said, will you please just go to a Christmas service with me? Because I knew once he just went one time, he would find the Lord and he would love it. Guess what happened? He did. So, and then he ended up actually going to one of the 21 days with me in person, and that was super special to me, because you all know we're in 21 days of prayer and fasting now, and that was super important to me. So so where I'm getting at with this was my anger. So when all this happened, when I initially found out what was happening, I was angry with God. I was like, I thought I did what you wanted me to do, and why are you punishing me, right? That's our human emotions. That's our human emotions. That's instant, right? That's instantly what we're going to do, blame God. I thought I did what you wanted me to do, and why is this happening? Why are you letting this happen? I was there. And I was in spiritual warfare, and it scared me to death. And that is a place you never want to be. If you're a Christian, if you're not and you believe in other things, that's okay too. I'm not trying to promote Christianity on anybody. I'm just trying to explain my experience. So let's just get that clear first. But I was in spiritual warfare, and it scared me like no other. Like I've never been that frightened. And the first thing I did is I reached out. I reached out to my church. I said, I need help. Like, I don't understand this. I need help. I'm scared. Not physically scared, of course, just spiritually scared. Like, I've never felt this way, and I don't want to feel this way, and I don't know why I'm questioning God, and I don't like this, and I don't want to be like this. Please help me. Somebody help me. Just help me. Let me know that this wasn't God's intention to hurt me, because I feel like at some points in our life, we've all dealt with some kind of loss, and that's what we do. Isn't it easier to blame God? Isn't it easier? It is. But here's the thing that we forget in our humanness. We forget that God gives us free will, right? He gives us the free will to make our choices. He gives us his laws, his commandments, but then he also gave us free will. I had to be reminded of that, And it took me a long time to go back to church, and it had nothing to do with the church. It had everything to do with that was a place that I brought someone that absolutely had no relationship with the Lord and a person I loved very much. And he ended up having a relationship with the Lord, and we would go to church every single Sunday. And that was just, that meant everything to me. And then he was so into church, he was having everybody come to church with us. He was going around picking up people and making sure they were going, calling people in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to church. Come on, I'm coming to get you. I mean, he was so invested. And I loved it. I thought, this is it. I get it now, God. I get exactly what you called me to do. And then so naturally when all this happened, I fell apart. Yeah. So after being back at church, I am back at church now, obviously. Being back at church and talking to many people at church that called me, texted me, checked on me, wanted to see if I needed food, wanted to see if I needed anything. You know, I talked to a few people and I said, well, one thing I've learned is that um, I did exactly what God called me to do. But we are humans and we have free will, and people make choices. And it may not be the choices that God would prefer us to make, because I'm certainly not perfect. I sin a lot. Let me just tell you, a lot more than what I'm telling you. But what I've learned through all this, and I think it's the most profound thing that I've learned through all this, is no matter what, God is by my side. Even though in that very dark time, I did not feel like God was by my side at all. Like, I felt so alone. I just kept begging God, why, God? Why? Why is this happening? Can I hear anything from you? I'd pray so hard. I'd rebuke Satan. I prayed. I rebuked Satan. I anointed my house. I mean, I was like crazy. Like, I was like, God, how can you let this happen? You know, I fell into, God, why can you let this happen? Someplace that I know not to be. And I know exactly not to be. But trauma brings you there. And like I said in the beginning, the first person we blame is God. So I have gotten past that, and I now know that it's been 3 months. I now know that even though God is quiet, He's not quiet. He's working. In silence, He's always working. And He's by my side. And that gives me the greatest comfort you can ever imagine. And to be honest with you, it takes a while. When you have been through a significant loss or trauma or anything, it takes you a long time to get there. But the biggest thing I've learned through all this is that I will never ever lose sight of God again, ever in my life. Ever. I will never. I don't want to say I doubted, because I never doubted, but I was pretty upset and in spiritual warfare, not a place I ever in my life want to be again. That's the most uncomfortable feeling I've ever felt in my life. And if any of you have ever been there, you understand exactly what I'm saying. It is the most uncomfortable place I've ever been. And I've been through a lot in my life. That is one place I never want to go again. And that's my choice, right? It's my choice. And I will never let that happen again. What I've learned from that is God is always by my side. Always by my side. So, not to like make this a religion thing. I don't know. YouTube probably won't like it. and everybody's beliefs are different. But I believe that everybody's beliefs can be different, but still kind of anchored in the same way. It's still kind of a common denominator, if that makes any sense. Because whether we believe in God or, Buddha or whatever you may believe in, or you go to a temple or something like that, whatever you may believe in, there's still a common denominator, right? And that is that we believe. We believe. So, regardless of what it is, as long as it's in your heart that you believe, you believe. Like, Jake's over this whole YouTube. See, he's over this whole YouTube stuff. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my short about the salon today. It's not a very long video. I have a very busy weekend at work, and I'm so grateful and thankful. But I just want to tell you guys, my YouTube family, thank you for your kindness, because really that has meant a lot. I have gone on here and been so vulnerable and poured out my tears, poured out my life, poured out everything to you guys, because I felt safe. I felt safe with my friends on YouTube, my subscribers. I felt safe. And everybody has been so kind. And I really, really appreciate that. And just know that when you're kind, that means a lot to us. Us that are going through a lot right now. So please keep being kind, because it truly, truly does mean a lot. I'm really excited to make these videos now, to where I kind of dreaded it. But I love my YouTube family so much, and talking to other creators and everything, and getting kind of back on board after being gone for, I think I was gone for like a year, maybe longer. It's taken a lot of work, and YouTube is a lot of work, but it's worth it because you guys are my family. I don't know you personally, and we live countries away sometimes, and states away sometimes, and but we're bonded, and we're still a family, and we can talk, and we can support each other, and if anybody has any prayer requests or anything, please leave them in my comments, because we are in 21 days of prayer and fasting, and that's what that's all about. So if you have any prayer requests, please let me know, and I will certainly pray for you, because you guys have been here for me. So that's all. I hope everybody has a great night. I'm probably actually going to make a video on our girls video. I'll make a video Sunday of us going out to lunch. That'll be a lot of fun. It's Cassie. You guys have seen Cassie in my other videos, and of us fishing on the boat and stuff. So anyway, she's going to be one of them. And then I have another actually new friend, neighbor, Stacy. She's a little bit younger than me, but she's been through some stuff, so she understands, and bless her heart, she wants to spend my first year, or my first anniversary with me, and my best friend wants to spend it with me. And what a lucky girl I am. What a lucky girl I am. And that is the work of God. That is the work of God. That's all. I hope everyone has a great evening, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye.